Hello and welcome to the United Stand. This is our Manchester United versus Crystal Palace lineup show, live, interactive. Can you beat me in relation to what I believe Manchester United's lineup will be for this game? We'll be marking it on the watch along on Monday night. I normally get 8. I'm going to go for 8 again, and hopefully we will get that right. But we're nearly at 200,000 subscribers. Manchester United, yes we are. Refresh everyone, says Ben Smith. Jose out, says MUFC Madness. There's always one. There's always one. But let's crack on with this. And first of all, not going to mess about and dwell on it too much because we know the first two positions will be Valencia and De Gea. What I will say is there's an eye in the top right hand corner for you, and we've got a fantastic announcement for you at the end of this show, so hang in there. It's brilliant. I'm so excited about it. It's one of the most exciting things we've done. Also, we've got an eye for a poll in the top right hand corner as to who should play right midfield. We're not at that position yet, so don't worry about it. But Mata, Lingard, Rashford or Martial, get voting. You can do that during the show. But we'll do that position in a minute because I want to focus on the centre-backs. And there's a few positions in this team that aren't straightforward. And I think it might be a struggle to get anything above 8 out of 11 this week because Valencia and De Gea take care of themselves. The centre-backs is difficult because I was going to say Chris Smalling should be the right-back. But I wasn't. I was going to say Chris Smalling as centre-back's got a very, very good shout. But I'm going to go Eric Bailly. And the reason I'm going to go Eric Bailly is because we've got Liverpool on Saturday, a week today. And we've got Palace on Monday. If he doesn't play against Palace, what are the chances of him playing against Liverpool? And we need our best centre-backs against Liverpool. So Palace, he's been on the bench for 2 games. As good as Smalling's been, and I am a fan of Smalling, the reality is, I've always said when Bailly's fit and ready, Smalling has to go to the bench because Bailly's the better player. So it's Bailly for me, and I'm going to go with Lindelof as well. I'm going to go Bailly and Lindelof because that, for me, I don't know what everybody else thinks, and I'm going to come back to the live comments now, that is the best centre-back pairing Manchester United have. Now, Rojo is only just back fit. We've got Smalling could play there. I don't think Phil Jones is fit yet, but Lindelof, I just think Lindelof and Bailly are the centre-back partnership that I want to see build. And people keep going on about, let's sign a centre-back, let's sign a centre-back. And the reality is, I just don't think, I think it's too early. It's too early days with both Bailly and Lindelof to say we need to go and sign a centre-back because these guys, we've spent 60 million on the pair. And they're both like early 20s. I think they can build a partnership. I just want to see them build the partnership. Sandeep says, love that centre-back pairing now, but Shaw has to play at left-back. We haven't hit 200,000 subscribers yet, Ashton. We are about 800 subscribers away. We're 199,200. So as part of the United Stand Army, get your gran, get your next door neighbour, just get everyone to subscribe. The sooner we get there, the better, and then we can have that party. But Shaw at left back, says everybody. Remember, not the 5th of December. Remember that I'm picking a team here that I think Mourinho will pick. It's not my lineup. I am challenging you lot to beat me on Monday when the team news is out because I'm trying to pick the team that Mourinho will pick. So it will be Ashley Young. It will be Ashley Young. We know it will be. If it was my team, I agree, I would play Luke Shaw. And I think Ashley Young has to be on the thin. I mean, he got a lot of stick on the watch along for the Chelsea game. And a lot of people, what I would say in defence of Ashley Young is he is experienced. That's why Mourinho likes him. Watford away last November quite reminds me, it's reminiscent of what Crystal Palace could be on Monday night. Same sort of opposition, same sort of game. And you could just imagine Ashley Young putting another couple of free kicks in, couldn't you? But if Ashley Young doesn't get forward, he suddenly becomes quite a redundant left-back because as a defensive player, he's not very good. We've seen that week in, week out. Even when he was playing well, defensively, he's been torn apart by the likes of Mahrez, Redmond. God knows what Salah will do to him next week, or Mane if he plays on that side. So, look, I would play Luke Shaw, but I'm pretty sure that Ashley Young will definitely play, and I want to score as many points as I can in this. So I'm not gonna risk and say Shaw because I'm sure he won't. Matic obviously comes in there. I don't think there's any doubts amongst anybody that Matic will play there. Pogba there. I mean, obviously the only slight change may be a formation change, and it's worth bearing in mind. I know a lot of people thought we were going to play a 3-5-2 against Chelsea. I could never see that coming because we've never played that at home. But away from home we have. It's been very successful. What are the chances he goes Bailly, Smalling and Lindelof and plays a 3-5-2? He might do that. He might do that. Just hang on in there because he might do it. But Pogba and Matic, obviously, and obviously, well, not obviously, but I think it will be McTominay as well. Fellaini's still injured. Herrera's still injured. There's nobody else to play in a midfield three. So I don't have a problem with that midfield three, and I don't think we'll see anybody in the live comments that does either. Red Devil says it's looking good so far. Anthony Martial says Leroy Sané is talented. I'd love him at Manchester United. I like Sané. I'll give him his dues, but you know what? Would Leroy Sané do what he's doing in a Manchester United team? You know, he's got a lot of good players around him. Lindelof has the potential to be a world-class defender like Vidic, says Marko Todorovic. I agree with you. Valencia's been poor, says Nick Lomo. Yeah, I'd sort of agree. He's not been great the last couple of games, but he has been very consistent this season. But there's nobody else who's going to play instead of Lindelof. That's why he's called Ashley Old, says Snaps. Is Carrick fit, says Sandy. Carrick is fit, but would you really put Michael Carrick into a midfield with Matic as well? Be very, very slow. So I think McTominay's got to play in there for the energy. The big position is going to be right midfield, so we'll leave that one for a moment and go with a little bit things a little bit more obvious. I'm just trying to find one of the two. So yeah, Alexis Sanchez, obviously he's going to play left-sided midfield. I don't think anybody has any doubts about that one happening, and Romelu Lukaku will play up front. Now the right side of midfield, I do want to see what people have got to say. We've got the eye in the top right hand corner where you can cast your vote in the poll. I just want to have a quick look at it now and see, well, I know who I would vote with. And it's not telling me the actual whether people have voted yet, so I'll have to come back to that. But Mata, Lingard, Martial or Rashford as right midfield. A lot of people are saying we've got 200,000 subscribers. I'm pretty confident that we haven't. I'm just going to have this confirmed. I'm pretty sure we haven't got there yet. No, we're not. We're 199,129, so we're still short yet. Still work to be done. So yeah, who would you go with on that right hand side midfield? Martial, Lingard, Rashford or Mata? It's difficult. Pravin says Martial. Jerome says Maya. I think he needs Mata. Cassell says Martial. I'd play Angel Gomez, says Liam Coughlin. Mata says Zaya. Callum says Mata. Jerome Ronaldo says Mata. Nama says Rashford. Robbo MUFC says 100% Lingard. Rashford says Dion Albert. Lingard says Erjan. Lingard says Kieran Byrne. MUFC Madness says Martial. And Rashford again. So, you know, this is it. Cast your vote. We've put a poll up for you today, and we're going to use polls on the predicted show more and more. So vote which one you want by clicking the eye in the top right hand corner. But I'm going to go with... I was going to go Mata because I very nearly went Mata, and let's not forget, this is not my 11. This is what I think Mourinho will pick, because I'm challenging you lot, and on Monday on the watch along we'll see who scores the most points. So I would have Shaw at left back, and I would, on the right hand side, I actually agree with this player, and this is the player I think that Mourinho will play. I would go with Lingard, and a lot of people might be shocked because this is not just, that's who I think Mourinho will go with. And that's who I would go with as well. I would be very happy with this team against Crystal Palace on Monday night, apart from Ashley Young for Luke Shaw. Apart from that, that team is perfect for me. Now, people are going to go, Martial FC, what? You wouldn't play Martial? And you know what? I wouldn't play Martial on Monday night for two reasons, really. One, I don't think he's a right winger. Two, I don't think he played particularly well in the last game. And I think, actually, Martial, his best way of getting back into this team is coming off the bench and doing what he was doing at the start of the season. It's not working for him on the right wing. He's been screwed over by Mourinho in a nice way. Martial's been brilliant on the left wing. We signed Sanchez and Martial's gone rubbish. So if he's not going to play on the left wing, I'd rather he was on the bench and he came on. Lingard came on off the bench last week, scored a goal. I think he deserves to start this week. Lingard knows how to play on the right-hand side. And I think it's really important against Crystal Palace, we've got those three players that are quick on the break. So I would play Lingard, and I think Mourinho will. If it's not Lingard, it'll be Mata, but I'd rather we played Lingard because my problem with Mata in that position is he's just not quick enough. And you've got to be quick on the break. Whether we're at home or away, you've got to be quick on the break. And Mata, when we break, you're basically reliant on Sanchez and Lukaku because Mata's got no pace. So I want to see Lingard playing there. I don't think Rashford's got any chance. And I'm a massive fan of Anthony Martial, as I say, but I wouldn't play him on Monday, and I don't think Mourinho will either. I don't agree with the way Martial's been treated, but I wouldn't play him on Monday. I don't think right wing suits him at all. Lingard knows nothing, says Mark. I would start Lingard. I would start Lingard, and that's where I would go. I'm going to give the big announcement as well now. The big announcement is I got very, very frustrated last night with Milankovic-Savic being described as Fellaini, having similar attributes. And most people agree with me that that's the most idiotic comment ever by whoever said it. But we've got a great opportunity tonight to absolutely understand what Milankovic-Savic is like, and we will be doing a watch along on That's Football at 5 PM. Lazio versus Juventus. Juventus still going for the title. They can pull Napoli in. They're 4 points off the top. They've got a game in hand and a massive game at Lazio tonight. Lazio are, I think, in 4th, but it's very tight between 6th and 4th. In fact, Serie A is the best league in Europe at the moment for actual excitement, because things can change at the top and around the top 4. So we're doing Lazio versus Juventus at 5 o'clock. Watch along on That's Football. The link is in the video description to subscribe. I know it's snowy in the UK, 5 o'clock. There's no Manchester United game this weekend either, so it's perfect for us to do Milankovic-Savic watch along stroke scout watch. So if you want to know anything about Milankovic-Savic, this is the game to watch him. Join us at 5 o'clock on That's Football. Link in the video description to subscribe, and then get there at 5 o'clock. We'll put the stream link up in about 10 minutes when I've finished here. Milankovic-Savic against Juventus. If he turns it on in a game like this, you know, he's hot property anyway, but this is the perfect game. If you don't know anything about Milankovic-Savic, if you do know something about him, you get the brilliance of getting him testing himself against the top opposition, and also if you had never seen him before, you know, you can make your mind up for yourself what his attributes are with Fellaini. But as I've always said, I watch a lot of Serie A football, so I'm really looking forward to doing the watch along anyway. So that's a big, well, Spookster, it is a big announcement because he's linked to Manchester United, and if you've got any interest in Manchester United and a player that we may well be signing this summer, you might want to watch him. If you don't think that's a big announcement, don't watch it. Simple as that. Anyway, please do drop a like on the video, everybody. What I want you to do as well in the comments is remember that a lot of you chat with each other. It's on BT, Alexander L. It's on BT, but we'll be doing the watch along, so join us for that. Remember, the live comments is a community for everyone to talk to each other, and just because the video stops doesn't mean that the conversation stops. Get commenting below and reply. It's like a forum. Somebody was on about this before. You know, it's a shame that we can't have the live comments up and running all day. It is a shame, but we're thinking of a way around that. But you can interact with each other on the comments section of YouTube, and there's lots of good conversations that go on there. Remember to cast your poll, and remember in the comments to put down your starting 11, because then on Monday when the starting 11 comes out, you can see whether you beat me and how many you got right. I think with that lineup there, I'm almost tempted to say I might get 11 out of 11, but I've done that a couple of times this season. But I think the centre backs, he might not go with that centre back pairing. He might play Smalling. Left back, right back, yeah, I think that's all right. I think the midfield 3 is right, and I do think he's got a. I think I might get 10. I'm going to go with 10. I think I'll get 10. Don't know what you lot think. Doing very well, Antoine Müller. And well, we can all see if Milankovic-Savic is like Fellaini tonight at 5 o'clock, can't we? That's Football, link in the video description. Click it, subscribe, and join us at 5 o'clock for the watch along. We will be back on the United Stand at 8 o'clock for the Q&A off the live comments. That'll be live as well, but lots going on. Make sure you watch. Please do give us a like. And remember, tell everyone to subscribe. We are about 800 subscribers off that massive 200,000 subscribers landmark for the channel. Lots to talk about United tonight as well. Lots for you to get commenting on. There's an eye in the top right hand corner for you to cast your vote as to who should play right midfield. Very interactive show. Really enjoyed it. Speak to you all later. 8 o'clock on the United Stand. Or click the link in the video description and join us on That's Football at 5 o'clock for Lazio versus Juventus. Milankovic-Savic Scout Watch. Speak to you all soon. I am woman.